What's up?
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Gators will put toe together and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Finds the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I doubt it's going to be like 4 to 6 to 10
Trying
thing.
to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you just pound it down the throat and second down?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll make the stop.
Yeah, we're going for it.
First down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot, and it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming out aggressively. Makes the catch on the left. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Not much of a chance there. He
Go
just had to
deep
get
pass.
rid of it to avoid the sack. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him.
Why were you like running?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark.
Why are we
struggling?
struggling?
It's his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And how about this? We get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Gets it to the back. Midfield, he's got room.
And this is going to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. On the option, the pitch. Absolutely no.
Hell yeah.
This defense makes a third down stop. The Gators will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for it.
Looking deep down the right side. And that is interception.
Are you kidding me?
On the day.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the bill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It'll be a draw. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you've got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hell yeah.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can run
Well
all
done,
over the
Dave.
field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The fake, and he wants to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Gets open down the middle. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll immediately call timeout. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a huge play. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys.
That was a
what
good
a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the intensity of this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds the big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gators send out the punt unit. Return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. First play of the drive, lost to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curtis, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and cap.
There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big
Hell yeah.
second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling plays.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Gators will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and in scoring position.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that one.
Third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And he did.
Execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Ooh.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
To the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd at fever pitch.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. They just keep firing. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 21 to Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And now on second down for this offense. They try to power run on the draw. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because there's nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give
Almost
them credit.
picked
Because
off.
they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Under fire. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock. And you got to start thinking about where are your best runner points. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Peter.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
I'm 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Good job running them route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They were up 10-7.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
10-0.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout.
We're on a 34-3 run.
From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They feed him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field. And
he lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. All business today for this ball.